So we're on the edge of our field, and you can see where that was planted in rows, 30-inch corn. Looks pretty nice. And then this is the people next door to us that have a maize field. And what they do is basically they work the ground down and spread the seed by hand. And then do a little bit of some kind of tillage to try to mix it in. As you can see, it's just basically random spacing, whatever came up. And these are not volunteer plants. This was grass previously that had been cleared. No fertilizer, they'll just get what they get. So this area last year was in cowpeas, also got black-eyed beans. This is what they look like, trifoliate. Kind of like soybeans, obviously a very different shape. They don't get real tall, but that's what that plant looks like. There's some volunteer from last, oh gosh, January, they were harvesting these. So today is April 1st, and these plants, I believe, are 8 days old. Coming right along. We've been about 6 to 7 days. I think today's the 7th day without any rain. And the rain that we had last Wednesday morning, today is Tuesday, last Wednesday morning was only 2/10 of an inch, which is a nice little rain. But we could use a drink of water again. It's coming right along. Did some herbicide, Travis did some herbicide application on the soybeans that we planted last night, and now we're washing up some equipment. We went down to the east side of the farm on the maize that was, oh gosh, I think 15 days old, and it has 4 collars. So we're coming up on almost a week since we've had any rain. I just looked at the weather station and it updated 3 minutes ago. Said that it is 94 degrees and 109 heat index. So I dumped a bottle of water on these few corn plants. And as you can see, they're rolled up, very small. Of course, don't have much of a root system. This is not a compacted area. It's out in the field. So I'm going to see what this looks like. I'll come back in a half an hour, see how long it takes for these little plants to get a little more perky. So this is the same spot. It's now 2:30, and the first video was at 2 o'clock. It's 94 degrees, 109 heat index, and a dew point of 77. There's a little bit of a breeze, and I'm not sure if the maize looks a little bit better. Not real sure. But I've only put 1 bottle of water on it. It's the Verna that we drink. Maybe this corn would look better if we put Brawndo on it. Brawndo's got electrolytes. Some of you will get that joke. So we'll see what this is like in another half hour. So it's 3 o'clock, and I dumped a second bottle of water on these, was there 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 plants. They look a little bit better. I don't know what the soil temperature is. I don't have a thermometer. I have to bring one over the next time. If we had residue here, like I said, the people burned the residue, and so there's no cover, so we have a hard time trying to keep it cool. And if a person says, well, grow a cover crop, that is impossible, because when we harvest second crop maize in December, January, it is at that point already not rained for a month, and it won't rain for another 2 months. So any kind of cover crop that you try to plant isn't going to grow. So it's not even an option here. So we'll try to keep learning. We'll see what this looks like in another half hour. So we're back at our little plants. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. half hour since I put a little more water on it. I think they look better. Some of the plants close by don't look too good. These, I think, kind of look a little bit better. It's amazing what basically irrigation. But we've had situations that we'll get an inch, 2 inches, and it will be wet for 2 weeks, and we can't get into the field, so that happens. So it's 4 o'clock, and I think these plants look healthier after having a drink of water here for the last couple hours. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow morning. So this was the original sprayer that we bought 2 years ago, and we're going to use this to put on an herbicide on the rice instead of getting the big sprayer. It's only 4 acres of rice, so it just works a little bit easier to use this little one. And so Logan's getting it ready. It'll be sprayed next week after the rice comes up. How's the day going?
Like preparing to spray the rice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it probably next week after it comes up.
Yep.
It's quite the sprayer. It's a Field King brand. It leaves, it's better than a backpack sprayer.
A lot better.
Yeah. Compared to the big summers, though, it's not, it's better than a backpack sprayer. We'll just leave it at that. So this is for the yams that they're going to plant. And some of those mounds didn't have the yam in them yet, but they had made out at the farm. So this is what they plant, basically. Kind of like a potato. Seed in the ground. Got a whole bunch of them. And in those yam mounds, there'll be one yam. It'll be, 4 to 5 inches across and 1.25 feet long. And so it's quite a process.